Sicilian, right? My channel is all about spirituality, self-development, and leveling up. And also, I speak a lot about manifestation and creating your own reality as well. And because I like the topics of creating your own reality, I do follow Abraham Hicks, right? It's one of the first teachings that I actually came across that taught me and that the fact that we are actually our own creators, we're creating our own reality. So Abraham Hicks, let me tell you more about Abraham Hicks. Abraham Hicks is just an entity, a collective channeled by Esther Hicks in the 80s. She started in the 80s. I think it was 85. It was 85 that she started. She had a confrontation with somebody who was a channeler, right? And then she was curious about channeling her and her husband, which was Jerry Hicks, right? The late Jerry Hicks, okay? So they then got to channel, or she, Esther, got to channel Abram, their collective right consciousness. And then Jerry partake and helped her because he was the catalyst. He was the one interested in the channeling in the first place, okay? But then Esther being curious, she started then wanting to understand what is channeling, and then she then became the medium that Abraham Hicks uses till date. Okay. So basically, Abraham is a group consciousness, as I said, from a non-physical dimension. Okay. And this is channeled by Esther Hicks, as I said. While the term channeling is normally referred to, Esther and her husband, her late husband, Jerry, often refer to it as an inspiration or a connection to infinite intelligence. Esther acts as the interpreter, okay? So she receives blocks of information, okay? And then she interprets it, the information verbally, right? Okay, so here we go. So Esther and Jerry came across this entity, and they were first curious because when you read a book about how they actually came across Jerry, it's quite interesting because they were just meditating every single day. They were meditating till one day, uh, Esther started receiving different messages. First, her head was moving because she wasn't ready to actually get all the messages. Okay, as a channeler, you have to be ready to actually get that information. Okay, so the channeling always speaks about the law of attraction because that's one of the topics that Abraham Hicks speaks about, the law of attraction. You are your own creator. This is a big thing as well, right? And then the emotional guidance system, use your emotional guidance for you to be able to manifest. In other words, you follow your bliss all the time, okay? And then the vortex is another thing, concept which is unique to Abraham Hicks's teachings, unlike, for example, the Shaw's or even Seth's one, okay? And then also he also speaks about the art of allowing things. That's surrendering, letting go. Okay, that's a common concept taught in manifestation.